Welcome back to Dropped In. Super stoked to be here with you today. And I'm sharing some magic and medicine as a microdose hit for you today on all things Abundance 101. So I'm a firm believer that there is more than enough for you, for me, for we. There is more than enough for all of us. And it's easy to get into that space of scarcity when you are so focused on your own shit. You're focused on your own creations, your own innovations. You're focused on your offerings and calling in your ideal clients, your ideal customers. And I'm going to invite you into a conversation today because I believe that there is more than enough for all of us. And I believe the more that you share others' gifts, others' offerings, others' work, the more you will receive as a result. And when you really think of your community, both local and virtual, my bet is that you have an abundance of individuals of who you could refer your people to. I know I have a handful of trusted coaches, mentors, healers of whom I work with. And you better believe that I refer them out to other coaches, to my own clients, because why would I hold on to my best kept secrets? I want you to succeed just as much as I want myself to succeed. In fact, I want you to succeed more than I succeed. And that is 100% truth. And the more that you connect others with others, the more that you share other people's gifts, other people's offerings, other people's work, the more you will receive. 100 million %. And I know this to be true because this is who I am, this is who I be. I share you with my people. I want you to succeed. I want you to flourish. And as a result, from me sharing other people with other people, I live an extremely abundant life. And what's really cool is I have a friend, and he connected me with an individual who was traveling in Costa Rica. I was in Costa Rica. I know Costa Rica like the back of my hand. And he asked if I would hook up with her and just connect and kind of show her around. I said, of course, 100%. We met. There was no intention other than to meet a new friend, to hang out, to show her around, to invite her over for dinner, to go hiking, go surfing, go to yoga, do whatever she wanted to do if she chose to. And months later, she ended up hiring me to work with me as her coach. She then referred me to another girl, and that person, of whom I've worked with for years, referred me to her friend, of whom I worked with for years and still do. And she referred me to her friend, of whom I've worked with and still work with for years. So you catching on to what I'm throwing down here? When you are of service and you are coming from a clean space of good intention and you share your magic and your medicine, this also creates this incredible ripple effect. And it's because of this abundance mindset. I see abundance everywhere I go. I really am in that space of leading my life from the half full glass, if you will. And I see others really coming into the space of almost like this competition where it's like, oh, she's doing better than me, and so I'm just going to mute her, I'm going to block her, I'm going to just not have her in my life anymore because there's this competitiveness. And imagine, instead of you feeling threatened by someone else's expansion, that you lean into that and you congratulate that person, you celebrate that person, and you lean in and ask, hey, how did you do that? Or I want to know what you're doing, as opposed to just completely ghosting the person. Coming into the space of abundance is knowing with every fiber of your being that there is more than enough for all of us. And instead of just focusing on what you're doing, imagine what would happen if you continue to share others' work, shared your experience with the individuals of whom you work with, and you share those individuals with your community. It is incredible what occurs. And so I had this idea months ago. As you know, life has been happening. And now that life's calmed down, I really am excited about trialing something for the month of August to see what occurs as a result. So I am starting Magic and Medicine Mondays on my Instagram at the Megan Weir account, where every Monday I am going to be sharing various individuals in my community, in my network, their offerings. So you can be tapped into what my community is doing, what our community is doing. And so you can see what other people are up to, what their gifts are, what their offerings are, what their work is. And you can have the potential of working with these individuals as well. And so if you're listening to this and you're like, oh, I have all these offerings, I have all these gifts, I have this incredible work that I offer, please feel free to connect with me on Instagram, again, at the Megan Weir. And I would be stoked to share you in my stories with the link of your offering to get the word out of how incredible you are. The world needs to hear you, to feel you, to work with you, whatever your gifts are. The world needs you. And it would be my absolute honor to share you with my community, with our community. So again, every Monday for the month of August, I'm going to trial this to see how it goes. Magic and Medicine Monday. And I'll be sharing 2 to 3 individuals each Monday, what their offerings are, how you can work with them, how you can get to know them. And I'm super stoked about this. This is Abundance 101, because again, I'm a firm believer that there's more than enough for all of us. I have an abundance of offerings right now where it goes all the way from Kundalini with Satnam sessions, my incredible program Magnetic, where you really learn the energetics of yourself, the emotional and energetics of yourself through the 10 bodies of Kundalini yoga. I have my rapid resolution therapy treatments now, which are next level rapid shifts within 1 to 3 sessions. It's life-giving. I have my breakthrough days. I have an opening for my one-on-one container. I have, if you're here on Vancouver Island, my Cirrus Kundalini activation and sound healing that's happening at my home on August 10th. So if you want to come to that, if you're in the hood, please do. We have an abundance of people joining us, and it's going to be abundant AF. So you're catching what I'm throwing down. I have a lot of offerings where I could just be focused on my shit, I could just be focusing on work with me, all of this stuff, which is amazing. And yes, I would love to continue to call in my ideal clients. This is what I'm here to do. And I believe there is more than enough for all of us. So connect with me on Instagram, share with me what you're up to, share the links so I can promote you on my stories. And I'm so excited to see what transpires as a result from our Magic and Medicine Mondays. The ripple effect is real. And when you come into the space of really having this abundance mindset and releasing the scarcity and really trusting that there is more than enough for you, for me, for we, and this incredible ripple effect it will create is everything. So I'll see you on Instagram with your sacred offerings. I will share you in my stories with my people, with our community. And let's do this. Let's ride. I'm super stoked about it. So until next time, we will see you on Dropped In. Thank you so much for dropping in with me today. If you loved this episode, I would be forever grateful if you rated and reviewed. And if you feel called to share it with your community on social media, please tag me so I can thank you personally. Until next time, I will see you on Dropped In.